start with Saturday's game. What does it mean to you that you're the guy who gets the ball to start?
I'm actually really excited about the opportunity. Obviously it's the end of middle of November, and everyone's played 140 plus games this season. But I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to be named the starting pitcher for this championship game. It's going to be on national TV on the MLB network. So while it might be mid-November, I'm taking it as serious as if it's a big start during this season. So I'm not taking it lightly by any means. It's definitely going to be a big opportunity to give my team a win and hopefully a ring.
How much more fun is it because you're from here? So you're pitching you've been pitching in your backyard this whole fall league, but to get that last start here to kind of finish things off at home.
Huge. It's huge. Having my family be able to come out and my friends and have them be able to come out and support me and raise awareness for some of the Diamondbacks prospects up and coming who hopefully will be playing down the street at Chase Field pretty soon. Really cool.
And there's a pretty good track record. Sammy Solis started a year ago. Pretty sure he got the win. He pitched very well. He's a hometown guy, so you can make it 2 years in a row for the hometown kid to come away with the W.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the goal. Definitely.
What do you need to do against that surprise team? I mean, you just have to look at the numbers that they've put up, and I know it's a hitter's league, but they're pretty crazy. I mean, what do you need to do to have success against that stacked of a lineup?
Yeah, you're right. I think they might have the most impressive offense in the league in terms of numbers. 1 through 9, there's not an easy out in that lineup. So I think it's just very important for me to change speeds from the get-go in that game, and I think I should be fine and should put up a quality start for my team.
What have you been able to learn over the course of this fall league? I know early on, I think even one of your blog posts you said is like, okay,
sure.
It's a little different, especially from the Southern League. I mean, what have you been able to learn in terms of making adjustments yourself just in the course of this 6 weeks?
There are definitely some different elements that are different from what I'm used to. I mean, even AA, which is obviously great competition, it's a little different out here. You're playing in Arizona, where the air is very thin and, it's a little warmer out here, so the ball's flying. But you're facing the best 3-4 hitters from every AA team, and it really teaches you how to deal with failure, for one, and it really teaches you how to pitch, for two. That's been the biggest thing, and just learning how to utilize my pitches and kind of what to throw and what counts and kind of what hitters are sitting on and what I need to throw to be successful.
Overall for you, it was a pretty successul 2011 season. I know you had to deal with injuries, but
right.
There's always a learning process in that too. Now that you haven't had a chance to really look back too much, but looking back at that Mobile team especially and how good you guys were and how successful you were, I mean, what do you take from that year in terms of what you're happy with and what you feel you need to still work on to keep moving up the ladder?
It's very cool because being on a team that successful, it shows you how close you are to being to the big leagues. And we had 4 or 5 guys make it to the big leagues straight from my team, and it's definitely very encouraging when you're on a team with that talented of guys and you got a very close knit group. And I think that was the most fun team I think I've ever been on, just because professionally everyone has one goal, and that's to get to the big leagues. But when you can come together and you can all work for a common goal and you end up winning your league, that was the most fun thing I think I've done in my professional career.
The starting rotation that you guys had at the end of the year, you'd have to do a good amount of research to find a better minor league rotation anywhere. There are a couple of good ones here and there, but to 1 through 5 to have guys like that, I mean, how much fun was that, and how much was it good just from terms of pushing each other to have every time out a guy who was a legitimate big league prospect?
Sure. That was by far the funnest staff I've been a part of, with myself and Jared Parker, Pat Corbin, Tyler Skaggs, and Trevor Bauer. It was really cool to get that kind of attention as a staff, not just individually, but it was very cool that we were able to get that as a whole staff. And that kind of every time one of us went out there, we knew that we had a very good chance to win. And I think that's kind of what propelled us on to be able to get to the point in the season where we were, contending for the championship, was that our starting pitching was so strong.
Are you good with sort of being the quote-unquote under-the-radar guy compared to some of the other guys who get maybe a little more buzz surrounding them from the prospect world?
Sure. I mean, someone's got to do it. I mean, you can't have 5 number 3 overall picks in that rotation. So I'm definitely love being that guy that not everyone's always hyping up, but goes out there and gets the job done.
Yeah, I mean it is rare to have, like you said, to have that much sort of high power talent in another organization. you might be the number one guy on a staff who everyone looks at, but
Sure.
you know, when you get to the big leagues, you're not going to be that number one guy. So I guess it gets you prepared for that ahead of time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, there's always going to be someone that's better than you, but all you can do is really work as hard as you can and just try to get to that point.
All right, well, good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it. Thank you.